Anybody else out there be told that they were to be seen and not heard as a child? Anybody else out there? Children are to be seen, not heard. Well, here I am, not a child. I'm being seen and I'm getting heard. I've been running a little channel calling myself the Stomach Crisis Dame, and it's because for the last 2 years plus, a couple more months than the 2 years, I and my husband and our two children have been utilizing the specific carbohydrate diet to heal our guts. Only I have been diagnosed with Western medicine diagnoses, and I guess what I want to say is it's irrelevant. My diagnosis exists: IBS, PTSD, borderline personality disorder. Boy, they really like giving me letters of the alphabet. It was so bad, in fact, uncared for, unmanaged, I ended up in the hospital with suicidal idolization as well. So that's 4 diagnoses for you. And for me, it feels like it's just right here. It just lives right there. PTSD's right here. Borderline's right there. You know, the IBS is right here. It's like all around me. And I'm ready to share my story. Putting it out there right away. Not a doctor. I've just read some books and I've tried some things. But at this point in my life, it's no longer anecdotal. It's no longer anecdotal when you live it. My gut was thrashed. My digestion was ruined. And I personally think now, my hypothesis, again, not a doctor, my hypothesis is that these food addictions that we have, these cravings that we get, are in fact our gut poisoned, lied to, and now we believe we need these sugars. We believe we need these foods. And then we get it, and our brain sends us dopamine and serotonin and all these happy feelings like I'm okay with it. And it's a lie. And it's the worst kind of lie, because you end up being seen and not heard. I can't tell you the weight I've carried. The emotional stress that comes with not understanding how to eat, and then you poison yourself, end up making more emotional stress. All those diagnoses that I received, the first one was about my gut, IBS. Okay, fine. So I looked at the doctor. I said, what do I do about that? What do I do? What do I do, right? Well, I don't know. I guess you need to eat right and, drink water and exercise. And if I'm already doing those things, a doctor goes like this. I don't know. So here's what it comes down to. There are people that get hurt in the world, and there are people that make mistakes in the world. And when you leave yourself open and vulnerable in the gut, having made those mistakes, it will affect your weakest organs. You have a kidney issue, you have a liver issue, your thyroid's fucked up, your brain, whatever. So I think, here's my anecdotal, I'm not a doctor, but here's what's going on. The diagnoses that I have received are actually mental health concerns. They're a mental health problem. The organ in my body that doesn't work is my brain. So when the body's not fed correctly, when I keep giving in to these poisonous sugars, these poisonous thoughts, these dependent, vicious cycles that again, feed this ugly thing. When I fed that ugly thing, I wasn't okay. When I said no to the sugar monster, no thank you. No sugar for me, thank you. No sugar, thank you. No sugars. Everything started to get better. And I tell you, friend, it still took 2 years, because it turns out nightshades are a special kind of poison. Potatoes are in the nightshade world, and I've started to call them sugar conversion foods. Corn, grains. Be careful out there, friends, and get educated, and fuck doctors, because when this, you stick a tube down my throat, you stick a tube up my butthole, and you give me, this lady's got to go on her own journey. And here's what I've learned. There are foods that heal, and there are foods that kill. And whichever organ in your body is weakest, you eat those poisonous, inflammatory foods. Hello. Welcome kidney failure. Welcome diabetes. Welcome obesity. Welcome all those degenerative diseases that you put in your mouth. That's why I'm the Stomach Crisis Dame, because every day was a forking crisis. Every forking minute, every fucking second. Another crisis. This one, this one, this one, this one. And all in my gut and my brain. The signals were too many. It was so obvious. So that's it. That's who I am. That's what I'm trying to do. The world is crisis. It's in crisis. Not in my stomach, because I choose. I choose not the poison. I choose not to consume and feed a monster inside. Healing the gut, healed my brain. I'm not a doctor, but I swear, you stick to something like this, whatever organ in your body is weakest, whatever is off, it's talking to you. And if you're kind enough to listen and give it the medicine it requires, the proper foods, the true nutrition, beautiful things, your body will stop screaming. Can't be anecdotal when you live it, my friends. Many blessings.